Welcome back to this week's episode of D&D with Campaigns of the Plains. Who wants to pick up where we left off? What do you...
Sure, I'll do it.
okay, honey.
So last time we made an escape from our captors down the cave and made our way back out into the woods, seeking shelter for the night. We had to leave Rowan behind momentarily because he was too big to fit through the door.
That's what she said.
And so after
he was a whopper.
He was large, yeah.
That's a whopper.
Yeah.
So after the party settled into the woods and started making up camp and discovered that the pot can magically brew stew if you just add water.
And stir it a little.
And don't burn jerky in there.
It wasn't jerky. I think it was just bread.
It was a mushroom.
It was
mushroom. You get high!
Oh,
I forgot.
We'll get to that. Anyway, he ran around a bit, hid from people.
Played with a drift globe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got a drift globe.
And you scared a bunch of bats.
Oh. And, you eventually managed to escape because, surprisingly, all these creatures that live in a cave must be blind. So
No, they just couldn't catch me.
And that.
He was very fast.
That's true. Gotta go fast. He met up with us, and we all had supper.
No, he didn't meet up with us until the morning.
That's true.
It was late night.
We were all sleeping, I guess.
And Finnick was on
watch.
watch, and he saw Rowan approach.
Yeah. I was high. But I sobered up. And then, let's see, Clifton made a mess.
As he tends to do.
Because he just dunked down into the pot.
Yes, I had a very strong words with him about using his bowl.
Yes. And I believe we made a full long rest, and we are refreshed and currently discussing what we're going to do. Last I checked, we're talking about going back in to fuck up some...
No, we're just gonna get the people and leave.
Get the people and leave.
Stealth mission.
Okay.
That's the intention. The results, well...
May vary.
Results may vary.
Yeah, you'll find
on
out.
the level of stealth.
We'll
You'll find out. We'll all find out.
Right.
Nope, I
on
already
this
know.
episode.
So...
Meta shield deck.
Yes.
Ireland.
Ireland.
So we will pick up the morning after everyone finishes.
You say that all the time.
Where is this Ireland? We pick up in the morning of your guys' long rest. So you're in the middle of the woods, south of Taran, a little ways, but you seem to be protected for the most part. As you wake up, you hear birds chirping and deer running through the fields and whatnot. It seems like a pretty serene spring day. What do you guys want to do?
Apparently nothing, because it's too scary.
Yeah, sure.
Well, actually, we've been awake for a little while because Rowan made breakfast.
I did.
Oh, yes.
Yes, because we went to look for things
Yes.
for him until he realized that we didn't need to because of the water and stirring the bowl of soup. Yeah.
I think we were just after and we were discussing
Yeah.
what we were going to do.
So the question then becomes, how do we go back in? Do we go back in the way we came? Do we try and find other routes?
We go back in the way we came out, stealthily, with the people in our group that can be stealthy.
Okay.
The rest should.
Don't look at me. It's mostly.
No, it's you.
The three.
You're the loudest.
It's not my fault.
It's not, but I'm just
Look.
And also,
The king likes to fill a pot.
I slowly turn my head and look at Clifton with his head buried in the pot of stew. Rowan, he can't come with us.
I know.
What?
I didn't want him to anyway. No offense, buddy, but it's gonna be dangerous.
Why not?
You gotta guard the soup.
There's no more soup.
But you can make more.
I can make soup.
You just put water in it and stir it. More soup.
Evelyn walks over to him and starts like scratching his back, and she's like, "I'll handle him. Don't worry."
Ship them.
Wow.
Right?
Too soon.
Like 3 days.
It hasn't even. We buried her husband the night before last.
So as Evelyn is comforting Clifton, Rosemary gets up and she walks over to you guys, and she looks a little concerned. She definitely looks healthier than she was previously. Like, she's had some rest, she's got some food in her, she's not as gaunt as she was, but she still looks a little like she's not at her full strength yet. And she looks at you guys and says, I understand you guys want to go and handle these people, but I want to help. I don't know how much I'll be, but I want to help. Did you guys by chance find any potentially anything I can use? I know they took my battle axe, and I have a couple things stored at my father's place.
Well,
Chatz, didn't you have
She can go into town.
Yeah, I was gonna go into town and get some supplies.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking great.
Yes, an inside woman.
That is actually that actually is a really good thing. Yeah. Can any of us go into town at this point?
No.
I will pull out the battle axe with detailed inscriptions on hilt, and it looks like new, out of my bag.
And as soon as you pull it out, she's like, oh, "You found her!" And she rushes over and grabs it, and like she starts like looking at the inscriptions on it to make sure nothing has changed on it. And she just like is in awe of this thing, and she's like, "Yes, you found her! Thank you. This is great.
I'll just delete that. You're very welcome.
The only person in this party that can wield that big ass thing is Duke, and he's got like 20 weapons that he can wield in his inventory.
Well, don't look at me like that, as you see.
You look like an angry porcupine.
No one's gonna come up behind me.
I don't know what that stabby thing in the cave did.
It definitely did.
Just non-flashbacks.
I know what you need. You need a shield with spikes on it, not to protect you, but to like do some damage.
Made from that spikes.
Yeah. We should have taken its hands.
Well, in my defense, they're not pointed outwards. They're usually just kind of like laid on my back.
I'm just gonna do the meta shield down. You remember that time you carried around Druid arms?
Oh my god! Last
Honestly,
campaign, everybody.
Flashback.
I really want to bring those back because I think those are my most effective weapons.
You don't know about that.
I know, that's why I said meta shield down.
Yeah, only you
I'm
guys
sorry.
know about
I'm
that.
sorry. I didn't see your meta shield
Sorry.
drop.
Yeah.
Remember
We should really have like things that we can put up.
Just like a little
yeah,
masked
little
meta shield.
Yeah.
The Druid arms, man. Druid arm combat.
I should bring back the Druid arms. Those were great.
Bring back to my crib.
Oh yeah, meta shield back up now, guys. I'm going back up.
So as she's inspecting the hilt of this, you can see it's obviously a battle axe, so it's got two blades on each side, and the blade itself actually has some curvatures on the bottom of it that almost give it like a swirl, and there's indents that are taken out of parts of it that make it look almost ornate, like it's trying to be like a artistic interpretation of something. And she like grabs the hilt and touches a couple of the runes on it, and you can see the very faint little edge of the sides of the metal just start to burn a little bit, and you can see her hands, like similar to how Rowan's staff is very cold. Hers, it starts to like sear her skin a little bit, Like you can hear a little bit from the hilt, but it doesn't faze her at all. And
It smells like Burger King.
it does.
Like that, like
flame broiled. And
Trademark.
she looks almost enamored with this weapon.
I'm attracted to your cousin again.
And she looks at you and says, "Thank you. I would have been devastated if I did not get her back. I would have ripped them all limb from limb just to find her again."
I think you should still rip them all limb from limb.
Oh, I'm still for that, yes.
I'm definitely still for that.
I mean, it seems like an extreme reaction, but I suppose understandable. And actually quite beneficial, so I would have to agree. Don't not do that.
You could maybe even, if you got their limbs off of them, use their limbs as further weapons.
That's a great idea. I can beat them with their own arms.
Yeah, right. I think that seems like a good idea. I mean, after all that they've done to you, I feel like they deserve it.
You're really
like my
reminding me
signature
of your father. I mean, beat them with the wet end was one of his
I'm
favorite
attracted
sayings.
to your uncle now, too.
He always, if you ever get to meet him, he's a very massive man.
We're going-
He will rip your arms off and beat you with the wet ends, is what he would always tell his opponents.
The wet ends?
Yes, the ends that were bleeding.
Oh.
I've done that before.
What?
Oh.
I also threw them at people.
You had multiples?
Yes. They're really quite... Honestly, you'd
Barovia
be surprised how useful arms are.
You might like my uncle.
was a weird place for you guys, wasn't it? Dark place, Barovia.
You do what you must with the tools provided.
Okay.
So we'll have to what's what I'm looking for? Backtrack to when you were looking at your weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and roll me 2d4.
Which ones are the prettiest?
If you have duplicates, just roll again.
These are pretty.
This one's pretty too.
Yeah, oh, that's
that
that.
one's- I don't like that one.
You don't like that one?
No, I like that one. I like
Oh.
that one. These two. Those are Finnick colors. They're all Finnick colors, but...
A 3 and a 2.
Okay.
I like this dice. It's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And a new dice. We need to go to game chest.
I know.
I don't have Sapphire dice yet.
Am I the only one that does like color palettes for characters? Is that a weird thing?
No.
No, this is
Okay.
just all of my dice right here. I do actually buy a new set of dice every time I get a new character.
I get a new
have
set of
it.
dice when I feel
The last
sad.
ones I had were for...
But,
for
you know, I
Lady
created
Osman.
Sapphire and then a pandemic
Christian got
happened,
them for
so...
me.
Oh, yeah.
So, one of them is a rapier. It has a red hilt to it, and it has what looks like almost like an infinity symbol above it, above the hilt.
Like on the crossbar? Or
Yep.
that, like whatever it's called?
And it has like a
Does it have, like, words in it that says, like, love or hope? Like all
Live,
of
laugh,
it?
love.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's and the name of the sword is just called Karen.
No,
When you
Note that
speak,
slowed down.
when you speak, you say the command
Hey,
word. I want
Rowan,
to speak
you
to the
wanted to know what
manager.
my tattoo looked like right now.
I mean, we could definitely homebrew this, but this is what I will tell you about what I'm currently giving you.
Okay.
So it is a steel, obviously, rapier. It does require attunement. So if you choose to attune to it, I can tell you more about it.
Okay.
But right now, it is obviously magical in nature.
Okay.
But
It's non-muggle.
but in order to know exactly what it does, you'll have to
Have to
attune
tune
to
it.
it.
Because we don't have anyone that does identify, do they?
No.
We should get that.
And
Well,
then
if we get to a larger
read your
city...
subclass,
I did.
did
That's
you?
what
I
I'm
was
joking.
like...
That's the joke.
Well, if we get to a larger city,
Yeah.
we could pay somebody to do it for us.
that's true.
Or I could just tune to it and see if I go crazy like Chatz goes crazy.
I mean, that seems to be the best option for us right now.
I mean, I was playing around with things in the cave, seemed alright.
I was playing around with things in the cave too, and
Is it
was
just
fine.
you?
I'm sorry.
Is it just you and your luck? I mean,
I thought cats were supposed to be lucky.
They've got
how
9
many
lives.
lives did
He's
you
fine.
use in Barovia?
I have but one.
Bro, that was really racist. He's,
Fair enough.
He's Tabaxi.
I apologize.
It-
But I mean, in the
Okay.
sense of things,
Although, are Tabaxi lucky? I thought Tabaxi were lucky. I don't know. Maybe.
I think you're thinking of halflings.
Oh, yeah. I knew a halfling once, and yeah. Booger.
These are
What
all
cards?
very crude stereotypes.
I'm sorry. I apologize. It's just like, how can you be so unlucky as to get all the cursed items?
Didn't your brother get some cursed
Have
items?
you actually met him?
My brother did. I never witnessed my brother get a cursed item until he got the one cursed item that sent him to another plane.
Was this the adopted brother?
Yeah.
That literally
She's-
just
Ember.
happened.
I know
That's
it
her
literally
Ember.
just happened. I'm just saying that's the only cursed item I've ever seen Ember in possession of. And he was young and foolish. He might have just thought it was a cool coat that we found in a very demonic feeling lair.
It's usually how it works.
Yeah.
So the other sword, it is blue. It's a blue sword. It has about a quarter of the way up, it splinters off a little bit. And the hilt, it looks like some wrappings of some sort with like an orange, like ribbed portion that separates the blade from the hilt. Again, this is obviously magical in some form. And it does also require attunement.
Okay.
I think you should just attune to both of those while we're eating breakfast.
Yeah, but how long does it take to do that?
An hour.
Yeah, I'll just do that because I have spaces available.
Okay. Do you want to do your shield now?
Sure.
Okay.
and We'll see
It
what
does
that
take
is.
an hour. Like, I feel. Is
Is
it
it
like
each?
an hour per each item, or is it
No,
like
per
an
each
hour
item.
per each item?
Okay. Do we have that kind of time?
Well, how early we woke up,
knowing these boys, we
and
yes.
you might have put them on last night too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
probably
you,
did,
you,
yeah.
you were working on it. So
Yeah.
you can attune to any of these. I would say
Okay.
you can attune to all of them potentially, depending on which one you get. So roll me a d10 for your shield.
That's an ugly one. Also, that's a possibility. That's an 8.
Is that a penalty?
Oh, here.
Oh.
3. Trace.
Okay.
All the items I probably won't be able to use.
You
Or
def-
use all
You
of
can
them.
use a rapier.
Um,
You have good decks now.
Yeah.
So this shield has a squid on it. It's a wooden shield, but it has like a large squid like head and body, and all of the tentacles like sprawl out around the entire. It's a round shield. This does not require attunement, but it is magical, obviously. I can send you the description and stuff,
Yeah.
but you probably won't know exactly how it works until you potentially use it. But you can kind of fiddle around with it if you want. If you
Could have like Rowan punch it and see what happens.
I'll probably break it. He's really strong.
You're right. You should have Chatz punch it.
If it's... Never mind.
Did you say it was magical but non-attunement?
it does not require attunement, correct?
Okay.
So you don't need to attune to it.
It's just a wooden shield.
But it would still take you some time to figure out how to work it.
Okay.
So you can you could have someone punch it and you can see what happens.
Sounds good. Perfect. And then I have a couple other things I'll put in there too. I forgot to add those to my inventory.
I will have to make these for you. So
Okay.
don't worry about adding it to your inventory. I'll do that for you.
Perfect.
But if you are going to attune to the other ones, we can.
Yeah, I'll attune to the 2 swords.
Okay. Let me go back
Because I
to
have space for those.
go to that.
Because I'm a poor traveler that has 1 magic item.
I think I only have one thing attuned to. Oh, and
Yeah.
I have 2 because Chatz gave me the boots.
One. Got my staff.
You got your staff?
Mm-hmm.
Those
I'm just
boots?
kidding. The boots are the only thing that I have attuned. I only have 2 magical items.
Raise your hand if you've had the boots. Okay, that makes me feel better.
Somebody's gonna get these boots. They're useless to me
Because
though,
the boots
I
were
don't
mine.
need to spring
Yeah.
or
And
jump
I've
or
never used the
sprint.
boots.
Sapphire actually put them in her will to go back to Oz,
That probably makes sense.
which I guess Sapphire would know since she has the will, but we don't.
Who the fuck is Oz?
She knows Oz. As we met.
He was at the wedding.
Yeah,
Oh,
we met
yeah,
him at the
yeah,
wedding.
yeah,
We just
yeah.
haven't seen him since then. So if we see him again, she might give them to him.
If you
But
remember.
Yeah.
They
I-
disappeared from the party.
yes.
So the
Well,
rate.
they're kind of useless for me because I don't need to just jump, sprint, spring, hop, pop and drop it, lock it.
Slide.
to drop it and lock it.
So the rapier is called the Ouroboros rapier.
Oh.
It is a +1 attack, whatever. If you roll an 8 on the damage die for the attack, you roll another D8 of poison damage. And then when you roll a natural 20 on the attack roll, that you can have the enemy make a con save, and they also would take another poison damage depending on if they save or not, and become poisoned.
Sweet.
So that is that one, and then the other one is called Quaddle Herald's Fang. That's what it's called. Or don't find it.
Quetzalcoatl?
Well,
Is it like that, or is it like Quadling from the Wizard
It's
of Oz?
Coutl.
like the flying snake.
Yep.
Not like
I
whatever
was
they
spelling
made
it
that
with
look
a
like in
Q.
14.
Did you say Q?
Quetzalcoatl is with a Q.
Yeah, I spelled it
Just
with...
the creature Coatl is with a C.
I think I spelled it with a Q, like Quadling from Wizard of Oz.
So the Quaddle Herald's Fang. This vibrant fang carries with it some of the properties of a Quaddle. It's +1. When you roll a 20, you can do extra poison damage and make a con save as well. You happen to get the two that are very similar, unfortunately. You would know that this is part of a set. So if you get several of the set, it allows you to have a fly speed.
Oh, treasure hunting now.
Right.
I feel like we need to find those other pieces for you.
Oh, I didn't really read this part. On a failure from the con save, if the target is incapacitated and has speed of 0 until it takes any damage.
On the Fang or the
Fang, yeah.
The Fang.
Yep.
That's cool.
Again, I'll put these in D&D Beyond, don't worry about it.
Yeah, oh, like they're like not in there yet?
Correct. They're...
Because I found the other one that I have in there when I transferred stuff over.
That's because I manually,
you already made it?
I manually made that, yeah. Magic. I know. So, that is what you know of your new items.
I
got an alert from Target. I thought maybe PS5 shipped.
Oh.
It was the flannel sheets I ordered.
Yay!
Which
I
also
feel
was
like
exciting.
I bought flannel sheets once, and Josh like ripped them off the bed and was like, "It's too hot."
Oh, I love flannel sheets. That's where I know I've turned into an old man, where I'm just as excited for my flannel sheets as my PS5. But whatever. Each his own.
Did you want to do anything with the shield at this point, or do you want to?
Can I look at it and know more, or
you can go ahead and give me an investigation to find potentially something with it.
Only an 8.
So I will say, you don't know right away. It might take you a little while. It might take some use potentially to learn how to use it. But you do find with that there's a small little compartment, like an opening on the front of the squid's face, like up by its where its tentacles come out, that you think something might come out there. So
you feel like there's like a little like if you press on something, there's like a little give to it, kind of deal.
No, it's more like think like an arrow slit coming out of a wall type of trap type of thing, but it's just like a little hole that something might come out of if something were to trigger it, if that makes sense. Like perhaps on a reaction type of thing, or if you're not sure exactly what would trigger it necessarily, but you think it might shoot something out. What are you rolling for?
I'm just rolling. I have advantage, disadvantage dice, and I like to play with it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were rolling insight or something to see if he was going to lie to you about what it does or something.
I don't care. It's a magical stick poke.
I would look around and be like, I don't think anyone uses shields.
I can use a stick poke, but I don't like stick pokes. The swords, and I don't use a shield.
Yeah.
But why would I use a bow and arrow? A shield is not going to help me.
What if someone shoots an arrow at you?
But I can't hold a shield if I'm wielding a bow and
Correct.
arrow. It's 2 hands.
Yeah.
I can't. It's not a fucking automatic bow. It doesn't like a Gatling gun or something.
Does Sapphire know what a Gatling gun is?
Definitely not.
Sapphire?
Do you feel like Sapphire just went pop pop? when she did
Yeah.
that? That is two references.
I don't-
Odds are low.
Yeah. Anyway, Rosemary can get in town for us. I think we should send some money with her to obtain some supplies.
Yeah, of course.
What
I
kind of
can
supplies
go
do we
ahead.
need?
Health potions, if we can.
Is there anyone in town?
Yeah,
that
actually, that's a
procures
really
those?
good idea.
I mean, the general store might have some.
Okay.
She's pretty cool. I mean, whenever I was going around town asking people for
Look, if
any
you go into
information,
town, you need to don't trust anyone because, well, you know where you just came from, and we followed somebody that looked like you down there. So really, anyone in that town could be a spy.
honey, I've been known.
Okay.
How do you think I got taken?
I know,
mean,
I'm just telling you, like, be cautious.
Maybe we should have a keyword for when she comes back, if it's not
Okay.
something
That's
that
a
we
good
wouldn't
idea.
normally say.
Salisbury.
Falafel.
What's a falafel?
I don't know.
Sounds funny. Falafel.
How do you feel? Falafel. I assume is what Rowan just said. Falafel.
Falafel.
I think
put
it's
that down as
what's
an
what's
episode
the
title, possibly.
what's the
Yes.
I'm googling what falafel is.
It's a Middle Eastern, like
It's like a
fried dough,
Fried
right?
dough, yeah.
Why don't we just...
Sassafras.
Sassafras.
Mhm.
We're not going to remember that, but sassafras.
I love
What
sassafras.
about
Strahd sucks.
chimera?
So when I come back, you just want me to scream chimera?
It's probably a bad idea. What if there's actually a
What if there's a chimera?
That's fair.
That would be really awkward.
Okay, fine. What about right about now? Guys, I'm tired.
You just woke up. What are you talking about?
It's been a long 2 hours this morning, okay, Rosemary? Rowan threw a fit at me about the magic pot and sent me to go get food and then told me never mind that he figured out how to work the magic pot. Pretty stressful.
That was really good breakfast, by the
That's
way.
really good.
I appreciate that, Rowan. You're very nice.
Honestly, his breakfast that he actually makes not in a magic pot is better.
Possible.
But the magic pot makes stuff too.
I know, but Rowan actually knows how to cook, and that's really interesting.
Sure. Are you trying to like pimp out your friend?
No, he's your cousin. Why
I
would
know.
pick him out
I'm
to
very
you?
weirded out by this.
I'm
This is
just
very
tell-
strange. Please stop.
I'm just telling you that he's a good cook. Okay. Look,
I'm not into that. I'm sorry.
we were kind of on an all organic, like vegan kind of diet
I'm sorry.
when I was.
At least you got food.
It's my sister. She doesn't like the killing of creatures. You know,
What's your sister's name?
amethyst.
Let's use that word.
Amethyst.
I like that word.
You just like
That's
that
just
tattoo.
because you want to hit on my sister when you meet her.
What is she like? Tell me about her.
She looks like me, but her hair's longer.
Mm,
She smokes a lot of weed.
interesting.
She's got a tattoo hidden away.
We both do. We have the same tattoo.
Interesting.
I mean, I've got one extra than she does, but
Is there a cop? I can see like flashing lights. I thought, it's that. Never mind. Anyway, sorry.
But that's beside the point.
Shiny object.
Yeah, right.
Shit, it's a popo!
we could say magpie.
Why magpie?
Magpie's fun.
Magpie, because I like shiny things. You just got
Oh,
distracted.
yeah.
And I like that. That's
That's fun. Magpies are fun. Yeah.
Flight of the Magpies.
Yeah.
sure.
Well,
So, do you want me?
Wait, what was the name that you were going to go by when we got here? Dandelion?
No.
I think it was Dandelion.
Helio sunflower.
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 there we go.
Sunflowers.
That is an incredibly long name. I don't think it's going to work.
Sunflower.
How about just the sunflower part?
We don't just talk about sunflowers, do we? I mean, there are none growing here.
It's also spring.
That's true. It is spring. So healing potions. Anything else in town you want me to get?
Maybe some climbing kits.
I mean,
For when
We have rope.
I
I
He
think.
has a grappling hook.
No, I don't mean for in the cave, Rowan. I mean if we want to go on the mountain
I offered it.
to
Nobody
try
wants it.
and find the.
How about we
rebels.
not
We bought
bag
one.
ourselves down with items she can get later on for us?
I mean, I'm sure the Slayer's provisions will have that type of stuff, but do we really need it?
Healing potions.
if anyone needs a climbing kit, I have a spare one. I have a natural climbing kit built in. So
I mean, I don't need to climb. I can just.
Yeah, we bought one.
Yeah, we got one for you.
Yeah, so I have one. You have one.
I have an extra.
You have one.
I have two, counting my claws.
Yeah.
So
He can. I mean, can you do with the mountain what you did with the tree?
Yeah.
He is a climbing kit.
okay, so I have a spare climbing kit.
What about you?
He's got a grappling hook.
He has a grappling hook.
I'm literally the only one who did not fucking almost die when we went down.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I was fine.
Okay,
Anyway.
you've gotten
Okay.
out, but
So yes, we would like some healing potions.
Mr. Faceplants.
Maybe some food provisions.
But you can make food. Why do we?
Yeah, the pot makes the food for us. We have no need or want for provisions.
why don't you not
You
worry
wanna spice it
about
up?
wasting energy on provisions or your own cooking when we have something to just do it easily?
What about different types of arrows?
And maybe
Oh,
about 100
Right?
foot of rope.
Different type of arrows.
rope.
Oh, that'd
Okay.
be
Like some
fun.
cool
Rope
arrows.
is
I
extremely
don't know if we can
useful.
find that in town.
Who knows what this where town has?
I mean, I don't know if there's like a archery. Maybe the blacksmith. Maybe the Fear Grindstone would have some. I know he's a fairly interesting individual
Yeah,
there.
he sold me a book.
Oh, what book?
I don't remember.
Just don't talk to Agatha.
I gotta be honest with you. I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
I mean, that's understandable.
Agnes.
Agnes? Oh, that
Agnes.
bitch.
Oh, but it was something about a dragon war, a dragonborn war, maybe.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and I'm hoping there's a little bit of romance in there. I like when there's a lot of action and a little bit of romance.
Anyway, I think
I'll
that's
lend it to you when I'm
about.
done.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I think that's about all we need. Unless anybody else, you want some arrows?
Arrows or
Arrows.
anything else
I'll take
fun,
some arrows.
fancy?
I mean, I can see if they have arrows. I don't know.
Fancy arrows.
I don't know if they'll be fancy. I
Poison
can
tipped
ask.
Or tippings for the arrows, you know?
Yeah.
So, like at the apothecary, like, is
Sure,
that,
yeah.
is that what you mean?
Sure.
I mean, I can definitely ask around to see if there's any.
We want her back as soon as we can. Hopefully, she can't be shopping all day.
Wow, Rowan, all I asked for was one thing.
I do have.
I asked for arrows. That's all I wanted. I just wanted arrows.
And something to dip your arrows in.
Yeah.
I
Combined
actually
to be
have some
one
of
thing.
this and I shake
No, I'm
the
not
bottle
talking
of
to you,
Black
Duke.
Dragon
I'm having
breath.
a conversation. What's that? What is that?
It is from the gland of a black dragon.
Oh.
Therefore,
Where did you get that?
well,
I pop 80
so
gold
it's a
into her
long story,
hand.
but
No, I want to know.
And send her
How
on her way.
did you
80 gold.
obtain
That's good.
black dragon
I
gunk?
will-
Was it? Did you? Have you killed a dragon?
I
gold.
bit
You don't think that's enough?
his
Well,
throat
one healing
apart,
potion
and
is
then-
50.
Oh
Fair
my
enough.
god, you were
200
fighting
gold.
him?
Okay.
while
I
riding him,
will-
yes.
And I'll give her.
You're fighting a dragon.
And then we went.
You were
back.
fighting a dragon?
Yes.
When did you fight a dragon?
A lot of things
Let's see.
happened in Barovia.
I'll give her.
Did you kill it? That's so cool.
Yes.
It was
That
actually
is
Another
that's really
200
cool.
gold.
Duke,
So
the
400?
Dragon Slayer. The Dragonborn Dragon Slayer. That's I'm gonna
So
write a story about this
She
one
has
day.
400
I
gold.
think that's gonna be a really
for
good story.
rope,
A children's
Or, yeah,
story.
potions.
If you took away all the blood and guts.
how
and
how
gore.
many potions? What are you thinking?
You're right, young adult.
At least one for everybody.
Let's see. So.
He
50
killed a dragon. That's pretty cool.
Times
Because 50 is the
5.
50 is the
Maybe
bare
he can
minimum.
That is
Right.
Maybe he
Like
can help
this
you
is
kill
the
your
lowest
dragon.
level potion.
Right.
I don't like dragons, so
Be 250.
do
Yeah,
appreciate you
250.
took one out.
So she has 400. So.
The
Rope
Would
and
you
arrows should
bite and
cost
rip
that
the
much.
throat out of
No,
another dragon? If given
According
the
to my
chance?
inventory, I have two
worked the
spools of
first time.
50-foot rope, so maybe we don't need that much. But
I was like, I have rope. Everybody else has rope. I think
Yes.
we're good on rope.
I think I gave my rope to somebody.
So just
Did I get it back?
5 healing potions,
I think so.
arrows, just any number of arrows, like 100 arrows.
Fun, interesting arrows.
Yeah, make it
and
fun,
then
make
a
it
little bit-
interesting. You know, maybe one that's got like a peacock feather on it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, entertain me.
Okay. I will see what the blacksmith has. I don't know if he...
I really don't. I'm looking for the tippings for the arrows,
Yeah.
really. But,
But-
I'll just take some arrows too. Arrows
Yeah.
is fine. You've
And she'll pay
got
you.
your dragon.
These two already have given her 200
She'll
each.
give
Oh,
you
yeah,
some money
here.
for the arrows and anything fun.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Thank you, yeah.
Because we both need them.
We do both
so-
use
yeah,
arrows,
Yeah,
so,
we
like,
do. Yeah, it's
We
perfect.
usually are
It's a
there.
good idea.
She'll give you some money for the arrows.
And I really don't need any of this money. I mean, how much money do you
I'm
need
getting.
for arrows?
I put
Yeah.
money
Arrows
down.
aren't that expensive,
for
right?
every
Maybe, like,
hit,
you just give
I'll
me
give you, like,
lesser,
50 gold.
but I'm
Okay,
going
yeah,
to
you give it, and then I'll give it to
buy
Rosemary.
Extra.
Wait, so you're taking the 50?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna give you like,
I literally like. You think 50 gold's enough, and I hand the 50 gold to you, so you can give whatever to
yeah,
Rosemary.
it is. We'll take 10 gold and give her 40.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
She has 4 for it.
Perfect. 50 gold is
I'll
plenty
tell
for
her
arrows, right?
with whatever's left
Yeah,
over.
that's- yeah.
See if you can nab any other better healing potions.
Okay.
That seems like.
Oh.
I hope,
But,
that,
like
but
a
definitely
lot
I
of
the
hope
five.
that gets us
5
enough arrows.
bare
I'm kind
minimum.
of concerned that it won't get us very many.
I'm sure she'll bring us some
If
good.
it doesn't get us a lot, just let me know and we can get some later. That's fine.
I literally do not get enough gold ever, so I don't remember how to add it in here. That's how I'll find it.
It's under
don't
equipment,
know.
I believe.
Yeah, that's where I was looking.
Yep.
How that I feel like 50 gold is a lot. Of fucking
Is it?
arrows.
I don't know what things cost.
Well, she
Really, I'm not. I mean,
I'm also going to make her a request to grab something for me, but I'm going to whisper it in her ear.
Okay. So you're trying to specifically hide this from people? Go ahead and give me a stealth check. And
I'm ready. I want to know.
I mean, you guys, this would be your passive. So
Oh.
he have to be your passive.
Passive what?
Perception.
Oh, I don't even know that he
16.
exists.
You got to beat a 16, Rowan.
What's yours?
My passive perception
Yeah.
is
What'd you roll?
17.
12.
Okay, so literally everyone's gonna hear you, essentially.
Not me!
What's your passive?
10.
Okay,
Oh.
everyone but Finnick is gonna hear this.
He's distracted at putting his 10
I'm
free
putting
gold
counting my 10. 3, 4,
A 1.
yo,
A
1.
2.
It's funny. You like the shinies and you're
I
not
love-
even a dragon.
I know, right?
And meanwhile, Duke's like, oh, shinies.
I'm going to tell her to see if she can grab me a small handbook.
Handbook?
A notebook.
Oh, okay.
I
Just
have a couple.
Just a small one.
okay.
I have a couple if you need one.
What are you doing in this conversation?
I'm nosy.
Git!
Today I'm nosy. Also, you get into my conversations sometimes too, so.
What should I do with any extra? Should I just?
Oh, just buy whatever you can get with what I've given you for arrows. I can't imagine it's much.
I'm sure I can get hundreds of
I am
arrows for
not
you.
sure that they can even produce that many arrows.
That's what
Oh.
that's what I'm saying. How much money I have currently.
But just buy me something interesting then,
Oh my god.
Okay.
with whatever's left.
Okay.
Yeah, something cool, something that I don't have already. That's just like really awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a fucking
Dealers
bird or some
choice.
shit. She'll come out with like a
one
finch.
really cool thing or two kind of cool things.
Mm.
2 finches.
2 turtle doves, 3 French hens.
Oh,
Oh
we're doing this
don't
already.
get me a bird as I pull my cat out from behind my hood. I don't. I think she'd eat it.
Mm. I mean, that's fair.
Just put her back up in.
Okay, so the current list is 5.
Oh, can you give me some cat food?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I've
In the
just
form
been.
of, like, mice.
I've just been giving Obsidian the soup.
Oh, we're good for that.
So I currently have 5 healing potions, the lowest, obviously, because they're the cheapest. And then potentially, if I can find any, the next level up, arrows, and potentially stuff to dip them in, like poisons or
Yeah.
something.
And 1 to 2 interesting somethings
Yes.
with
Yeah.
the extras.
Did we need some potions? Did you need some potions?
Well,
Like-
the
Oh,
5
I
healing
already
potions is one for
paid
everybody.
for your guys'
I can
potions.
do myself. If you guys have potions, then I can ignore you. That's actually perfect for me. I'm not a healer.
I mean, I can heal myself too.
Yeah, so we don't need to help them if they have potions.
That's true, but I feel like I'm gonna be needed. Let's just put it that way.
Hey, look, if they wanted somebody to heal them, they'd hire a cleric.
What do you think I am?
Lovely.
Beautiful.
she just blushes a little bit and she says, Ireland. I mean,
Falafel.
I
and
forgot what the code word was.
Sunflower.
Sunflower.
and she said you get a better look at her now. She has a symbol of Lathander hanging from her neck.
Yes.
Oh, that girl.
You are a god worshipper.
Of sorts.
Non-flashbacks? Meta shield down?
Lathander, man, like, god damn it.
I don't know much about Lathander, but that druid that you two knew was a Lathander. Lathandrian.
Yes, I found him later in life, but
I was a follower for a very short time myself.
Really?
Yes, I was golden.
that's true. He was out of character.
Like you were like golden with your love of.
I turned gold.
His fur changed color.
I don't believe that. Your fur can't change color.
It's literally the
We'll
most fucked
see how
up
the
thing
next
I've
few
witnessed.
weeks play.
Do it right now, and I'll believe you. Otherwise,
It doesn't just happen like that.
See?
It's
I have to have a
happened.
revelation. Some profound change in my
I
life.
think that you're lying to me, Chatz. Why would you?
We'll see you in a bit,
lie?
Rosemary.
Okay. And
You think
she
you can change color?
I don't know.
Seems like really far fetched.
She's done it more than once.
Are you sure you weren't just having a fever dream where you thought you were golden?
He was
I
there.
witnessed it.
There's many days
Okay.
I dream that the cat changes, but he
He
stays
was
the
there
same.
each and every time, almost.
Did Mother give you any of her drugs, both of you?
I think she offered, but
Because
I don't think
That
I
could
don't recall
explain-
taking it.
I
that
believe
could
you have
explain some
partaken
things.
in drugs more than
Oh,
once.
did I? Oh,
Or-
wait.
Or you're talking
Never
about
mind.
cursed object drugs.
that's it. That's probably it. That's probably why he thought he was golden, and you might have gotten secondhand off of it and believed it.
No.
So-
Actually, it was weird.
While she's off to market, what should we do?
I think we should talk about our plan to go into the mountain.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I think everyone should stay here except for me and Finnick and possibly Rowan because he's the fastest.
Oh, good.
And Chatz. Duke.
Watch the were creatures.
Mrs.
Mrs. Doubtfire over here.
But should he maybe be trailing in the back
Okay.
as backup?
No, okay, so let me.
No, I'm
rewind.
quite alright with letting you go in, getting yourselves killed, and then I'll figure my own shit out.
Let me
on
rewind
my
back.
own time.
That little entryway that we found that we left out of, I think that's a good point for the slower, more louder members of our party.
That's you, she said.
Yes.
What?
And then, like, if all 6 of us go in there, we're gonna get caught. So I think, like, 2 people need to go in and get the people out of the cages, which realistically it should be Chatz and me, because I can cast Pass Without a Trace to make the prisoners quiet as we sneak them out.
If something goes wrong, then you're going to have to deal with a lot
That's
of...
why you 3 will be in the next room. So you can hear us. That's what I think. That's what my plan is. But I'm not the
I
plan
am-
maker. It's Duke, so I will listen to whatever he wants us to do.
I'm all for the small and stealthy party, but also they have us outnumbered, and we aren't just breaking people out of jail. These people have been malnourished. They are going to be very difficult to get out of there. I believe if we're going to free these people, it's going to be a team effort.
I agree.
How many people could you teleport?
Actually, I don't
Can't teleport
necessarily
anyone besides me.
believe we would need everyone. Simply just need to set something up to slow them down. How do we know how many are in there?
There's the one guy who is my friend. And there's his...
Not the enemy.
And there's his fleshless
The people we're trying to
golem
get.
guy. Oh! There was... I don't know, 5 or 6 cages probably. They weren't all full, but some of them had like multiple.
I personally was not
Can I do like a
occupied.
Memory check?
memory check? Yep, memory. Can I roll memory?
it'd be just do intelligence. You did see when you were leaving that they did send a couple through the portal.
Yeah.
So you do know at least a couple left, but
We're shy of a couple.
When I was running around at one point and I saw how many were there, and I saw that
16.
there was a few people that were...
Yeah, like it was hard to tell if they were dead or if they were sleeping, or because they don't have a lot of energy, obviously. So with your 16, you added your intelligence, is that right?
Yeah, it's a 0.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're thinking back to the several cages that you guys found of various sizes. Again, you don't know how many were alive, but it was probably around 12 to 15 people, something like that.
Well,
Potentially more, potentially less.
okay, so there was at least, like, 15 bodies. I don't know. I mean...
Alright, well, let's say that there's 15 bodies, and they're very malnourished. It's going to take somebody big and strong to carry them out.
I already said I trust Duke completely, so whatever Duke says we do, I'm down for. Yes.
It's that one guy, that artist.
Oh, yeah.
That is a sort of unexpected change of
No,
idea,
you're the plan man. You always have the plan, the idea,
Okay.
the recommendation, and usually it doesn't get us killed. In varying degrees of success.
Nobody ever follows them. So, I do believe that a small, quiet team going in actually would be beneficial in this case. Especially with a few that are fast movers. So, if you can get in, at least being able to quickly go around and determine which ones are unfortunately too far gone or have passed, that would reduce the time that we spend on trying to break people out. So a quick pass through, and then if anyone has some sort of idea on how we might be able to slow them down, I am definitely...
Bombs.
Okay, so bombs, great start, but, you know, it's a cave. The whole thing comes down with a bomb. You'll be inside it.
Okay, less bombs. Just one. Just one.
Bomb. Just bomb.
Just one bomb.
Just bomb.
Just one bomb. It's a distraction, like at the other entrance of the cave, you know?
Where are you going to get a bomb?
I think the
Can you
bomb
send a
idea is
message? Oh, you
great
can't send messages.
once we're gone.
Yes.
Okay, but actually we don't have any bombs on us, so we'd have to make them.
Oh, and unfortunately we've sent someone gone away already that could have purchased the bomb. I don't...
Although, you know what is a good
I don't think
idea,
the
though?
bomb is
Is a distraction set up at the other entrance to, like, lure them that way.
It's not a bad
There
idea.
you go. We're onto something here.
We can call it the hello goodbye.
You want to put a bomb on the other side. Why do you want to just...
Because they're
What is wrong with
summoning
you?
an old one, and I'm afraid of whatever that is.
That
I don't
sounds
know
old.
exactly what it is, but he's really creepy, and he's got a guy who has no flesh on him, so it can't be a good thing. You know?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty obvious,
Right.
but...
Okay, so far, we have go in, make a distraction, then go in the other way, unlock cages, drag bodies out.
You know who would be a good distraction? Somebody who's really fast and who can outrun all of the enemies.
So, that's literally 2 of you.
Yeah, I mean, a distraction doesn't have to be overly complex. Just run into their meeting chamber and call them a bunch of,
You know what, actually? I think you would be the best person for that. You were able to avoid them entirely the first time.
Actually, I think Rowan's the best person for that because he can go Mach 10.
Yeah, he's a little faster than I am.
I literally, my eardrums pop when he runs by me.
Yeah. And he's fast and he can be extra fast.
Right, speed is great, but I don't know exactly how you did it last time, but you were able to avoid them with what seemed like.
Because Finnick's amazing. At stealth.
Yeah.
Like Sapphire, like, blushes. Very good stealth. Very stealthy man.
I've known to hide some things.
In the prison purse?
Yeah, actually, but I haven't. He's a virgin.
You know, sometimes people are just good at stealth, Duke. Jeez.
Yeah. He doesn't know about stuff like that.
That's literally what I'm implying. You don't need
Him
to get
hiding
all
from the
blushy about it.
Him hiding from the enemies doesn't make him a good distraction. We need somebody who's loud and boisterous to get their attention and then to just lead them yakety sack around the place. Like Rowan.
That worked once.
No, actually, being able to disappear is good because he can make a lot of noise, distract them, draw them to where he wants to go, disappear, and then keep leading them other places.
I'm only really good at hiding when Sapphire's around.
Okay.
That's really strange.
Okay, potentially, then I'm the best distraction because I can teleport, I can become invisible, and I can give myself bonuses to hiding. I'm not fast, though. But...
You're holding out on us.
Right? I feel like some of that was news.
What?
I don't think we
It
knew
was
about
all very new
I
to
don't
me.
feel like we knew about the invisibility.
Well, it's brief invisibility. It's not really invisibility. I go to the ethereal plane for a moment. I did it once. You wouldn't have been there and known it to happen, although you witnessed it, although you don't think you knew it was
I don't
happening.
think I knew what was going on.
That's how I knew where Rowan was.
Was that how you do your, like, the floor thing that you talked about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could find Rowan.
Is that not going to be a problem in a cave? Will you not accidentally just fall through into, like, another
I can
system?
control it, but also if I pop out while I'm in a wall, I will hurt myself very badly.
It also sounds terrifying. I don't think I want to see anyone do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I-
get stuck in a wall.
I won't get stuck in a wall. I'll be expelled from the wall. It'll just hurt.
Right.
Like, is it really fast?
I haven't tried it.
We should do that for science sometime.
No, we shouldn't. We really shouldn't. I feel like that would cause me harm. Duke, you want to hurt me?
Do you
You can
really
heal.
want to? Do you
Yourself
really
with
want to
magic.
hurt
Yeah,
me?
I can, but why would I harm myself and then heal myself with magic? That's dumb.
No, that's literally why... Never mind. Okay, I think this is definitely going to be the best way to go about it. Distracting them. I don't care which of you wants to really do it. Whoever wishes
We
to
could go
volunteer
together.
or thinks...
In one
Might be better in a
entrance.
pair.
We can both hide and be fairly fast in our own ways. Whereas you can be fast and go with Chatz to unlock things.
I think that's a
I
good
could lend
idea.
you my thieves kit if you need.
I have two if anyone needs it.
And Duke can do things.
Uh,
And Rosemary will be there to
Do things.
do things as well.
Really, honestly, our mission will be the most successful, as it was last time.
As it was last time.
You
Especially
do.
once
Literally
we
the
get
same
those
mission. I
special
don't know
arrows.
why they're separating this.
The two of you do have some good luck. I mean, I got caught and you didn't on the mountain.
If I was
so
with you, you wouldn't have gotten caught.
I still think I would have gotten caught. Did you not see Kudath? Did any of you that weren't there
did we
that
see
night not see
We
Kudath?
haven't seen
We have
Kudath.
not seen
We have
Kudath.
not
We
seen
weren't
Kudath.
there when Kudath was there.
No.
We have not seen
That was the
Kudath.
night they were
We've
gone.
not seen Kudath.
I know.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, yeah, sorry.
I'm just saying, Rowan, if I was with you, you wouldn't have gotten caught.
Let's not fight over what could have happened. So right now,
Rowan, prison's changed you.
More than you know.
yes, he has a.
You were there for 2 days, Rowan.
It felt like months.
But I can see the blank stare in your eye. I've seen it in other people who have been in prison or in slave camps.
That's just a look you ask him when you tell him to count to 10, though.
Rowan's not dumb, Finnick.
You two will run around and distract them.
Yeah, sure.
Me and him are going to free the slaves or whatever.
Prisoners.
What were you doing again?
Existing.
Coordinating.
You should tell us how we're going to distract them.
Yeah, figure that out.
So you and Rosemary are back up to
If shit goes south.
Rowan and I as we are freeing the prisoners.
Well, the intention is that you can quickly move through undoing the locks, and anyone that needs help who is viable for saving, the two of us can recover them.
Rosemary could probably help with that. She seems very
That
Strong.
was the other and the two of us.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So are we going into the entrance that we all fell through?
Yes. Well, I mean...
I don't know how to get back down there besides falling through the hole again.
Well, you are really great with falling.
It took us hours to get to the maze down there.
What happens if we get those...
Yes, but now you know
And
where
what
it's
happens?
going.
What happens if the thing comes back?
Just keep running.
Why don't
We
you...
also killed it.
There could be more. It's a giant
just
cave
keep
system,
running.
Duke.
Why don't you lend them your grappling hook? We'll give them some rope so that they have a way back up the hole.
The hole
Oh,
closes.
it closes, right.
Can we just go down the same way and we'll just run in there and be loud and then run past everybody?
I had a thought about that. They both use bow and arrows, right? I mean,
I guess.
I, kind of sad to part with it, but, I have a pan flute.
You want me to throw
What
a
does that
concert
have to do with bow and
in the
arrows?
cave?
Well, no,
Does she look like
I
her
could
mother?
break the pan flute apart, tie the reeds to an arrow, and it could make noise. They could launch it past the weird things.
It's going to make noise as soon as they let go.
Oh,
Which
right.
means they'll hear where it started. It sounds like fun for some sort of festival, though. Keep that in mind.
Well, I've really
Maybe
got...
we can do that once we've saved the mountain.
Fair enough.
You know, I think this would be a great way to celebrate. Just
We should have gotten items for little explosive bombs. We could just like throw a bomb, you know.
If Finnick and Sapphire were to stealth past the cages, so that it appears you start in the larger cavern, and then make noise and draw them that way, then they, in theory, should leave the cages alone long enough for us to pick them and...
They honestly don't seem to have much worry or care that the things in the cages are going to try to escape. So if we can distract them a little bit, I think that's all we need. Even if it's just us engaging in combat with them.
You're friends with them. I don't know why we just go in and talk to them.
Okay, why don't we just go in and tell them we want to help them?
Yeah, and be just like, those old people are so blah. You seem to be on the right track.
Business partners.
Yeah, we would like to offer our help.
They probably know it was me that broke everyone out, though.
And then they throw you back in the cages while Chatz and I were breaking people out of the cages.
Well, then they'll break us out.
I don't need to be
They'll-
broken out of a cage.
they'll notice that there's people. Never mind. You know what? That has to be obvious. I don't know.
You're just jealous that our new friends might be more powerful than you.
They are. They definitely are.
Well,
They know elder ones.
They killed like all
here's
of
the
them.
counterpoint.
Yeah, right.
What if we go down there, start from the back of the cage room, and work our way forward? If they are not concerned about the people in the cages getting out anyway, they might not even be watching them.
And if they come,
You guys could be on point.
and we can just attack them if we see anybody.
Exactly. We have you and you,
And then we're not
and
split
you
up, which
and
is
Rosemary
actually probably the smarter choice here. I like that idea.
watching out for anything coming towards us. This time is different. We have an extra person, and we are all fully rested and healed up.
And know what we're up against.
Exactly. It is a different fight this time. So I say we sneak in. We do our best to free the prisoners. And if we have to fight, we fight. And if we have to run, we keep the door to our back. We don't let anyone get in between us and the door.
Seems like a good plan to me.
Okay, so you just want to go for the direct approach then?
Yes.
Sometimes the direct approach is the best approach, Duke.
Most people usually don't want to be doing that.
Well, I'd rather do it the stealthy way, but also if any of us get caught split up, then we're going to have trouble.
Well, that's...
We've been split up so many times in the past week.
Week.
I really think...
I've only been here for 5 days, actually.
That's about a week.
It's about a week.
It's a week.
That's weird.
I'm rounding up. Let's maybe just play this one safe. We go in, do what we know we can do, and hope that fate is on our side this time.
I'm for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Sounds good to me.
Duke?
I'm fine with the face first approach.
All right.
Now just to wait for Rosemary to return.
Do you have anything you want to do before...
Chatz sits down and organizes the bag of holding.
Okay.
I do want a notebook.
I just take stock of what I have. Like, ooh, forgot about this.
Okay.
Oh, oh here's all.
Maybe
my
I'll
first
tell you one
objects.
day.
Seems very secret. Do you want to keep a diary, Rowan?
It's not a bad idea to keep a travel log of things that we've done.
Yeah, I mean, you were at my house. You saw Mother's, like, chronological life's work, right? She journaled
No,
I
everything.
was
couldn't
never
read
in her
it.
room.
No one really could. But she journaled. She
Yeah.
basically just
Can
Can
kept
you
track
just read
of
all of our journals?
Yeah, I went through all.
One day, maybe I'll write a book just compiling all of what Mother wrote down. A lot of it was not meaningful because she had very terrible memories, so it was a lot. Like, there was just a whole book that was just her meals, what she had to eat for the day.
Well, that's the Weight Watchers plan.
Probably.
While they're having this conversation about a lady I've never met, I will apply my blood to my bow
Okay.
and to one of the swords.
Can you do it to do two different...
I don't know why I couldn't.
I'm just
Right?
I'm
It's
just
a bonus
curious.
action.
Yeah, as long as he's
It just
taking the
takes
damage.
more
Yeah.
Sounds
than
good.
that.
Go ahead and roll a d6 for both of them. 6.
And 3, so 9.
Okay.
Not that bad. Not that bad.
No. How long are we going to be here? I can take a short rest.
Why did you just cut yourself?
You've seen me do that before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just thought in the heat of battle you just forgot that you weren't the enemy of
Figured I
yourself.
would just...
Free for
I know we're going to go fight something. I just being prepared.
That's actually a really good idea. Yeah.
Got from one of my friends.
One of your friends.
People I know. So that's a
Did
good
you
idea.
just nod your head over at Duke?
I said friend.
Oh! Burn.
I thought you guys maybe bonded over the whole like.
We got a couple points.
Like
We're not friends.
he doesn't like dragons thing.
Yeah. It's weird that he doesn't like himself, but...
He's not a dragon. He's a dragonborn. I don't know much about the dragonborn history, but I think maybe I'll learn a little bit if I read this novel that I paid
Perfect.
15 gold for.
Seems like a good price.
Or you could just,
Is it a first edition?
or you could just like
Signed copy.
ask him. That could be a thing too.
Let's survive this battle first and then
And then
go
maybe.
from there.
That seems like a good idea.
I like to accomplish one thing at a time.
Friendships are important, you know.
I'm going to spend this time finding myself a small clearing.
Rowan just fucking walks away from all this.
Not too far. I am going to start practicing my forms, which I haven't finished for subclass just yet.
Okay,
But if any of you are paying attention, you can visibly now see Rowan's key as he starts to move through his forms.
I've never seen that kind of yoga.
What type of energy does it give off?
It's just giving off like this, like,
Power bottom.
Just He's presenting himself to the sun. If you've ever seen those pictures.
Oh yeah.
Like just completely naked, like legs in the air. Like,
Yeah, you have to like it isn't like sunning or perineum or whatever.
yeah, something like that. Sure.
He's doing
Sorry.
forms with like open palm, and you see him actually like he starts glowing with a little bit of a purplish like a royal purplish kind of energy.
Sapphire just kind of like watches from a distance because that's really weird yoga.
And I start practicing what I had talked about to you, and I get a little bit closer to a tree, and I try to I take 2 fingers on both hands, and I do kind of one of these to try to tap into its key.
So I will say you can feel that there is some energy coming back to you, but you don't have a good grasp of it yet. Like it's something you'll have to obviously master and get better at, but it's something that you know you can do in some form eventually.
Sapphire just like squints at you, like,
What?
the hell are you doing?
He's poking a tree, obviously.
Like, he's not poking it though. He's just like aggressively pointing at it.
Oh no, I had
you
touched the
poked
tree.
it. Yeah, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? I thought you were doing weird yoga, but now you're just molesting that tree.
It's a
What?
very improper word for it.
Amethyst always says you should ask permission before touching the trees.
Consent is
Consent.
important. Henry Craig.
When you can communicate with the plants and the animals, you learn a lot, I tell you.
I'm kind of communicating with it. Listen, every living thing in the world has what my people call G. It's the energy that flows through you that makes you be able to do things.
G, like the letter G? Like the note G?
Well, it's actually spelled B-R-I, but
Brie? Like the bread?
but it's how my people have said it.
You duck.
It's old language. Don't worry about it.
It's magic of a sort.
Weird magic.
It's not even magic. It's just everybody has this energy. Watch. And he'll take his hands and he'll start like doing this, and you'll see the aura start to form into bindings between his 2 hands. Not actual like physical bindings.
What
but, like,
did prison
spectral.
do to you? Because that's fucking weird.
Listen, I believe I told you and you only that when I was in prison. Now everybody else gets a little taste of it, I guess.
I don't know if everybody else is standing in the clearing with you.
It really depends on how far away you got, and
I'm not going that far.
I
So
kind
they
of
probably-
like followed, like I like saw you from a distance and was like, "What the fuck is he doing?" And then went closer because I was interested.
so I mean you're not being quiet by any means, so they can probably
Yeah.
passively hear you.
I had a talking to with Ilmater.
Yeah, you're God, whatever. Are you like religious now?
Always been of the
But like,
faith.
are you like a cleric where your god gives you magic?
It's not like that.
It kind of looks like that.
It's not like that at all. Everybody has the ability to do it. It's just focusing on the right
You
thing.
won't like lose your magic if you like give up on your god or anything.
It's through. It's through. He taught me the forms, and I'm still learning them. But it's
Is it
through
like yoga
practice.
forms because you were a little shaky?
What is yoga?
Well, it's just a way to calm your mind and your anger.
Like meditation.
Actually, kind of, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard of this yoga. I'm sorry.
Well, Amethyst taught it to me because, again, I have anger problems.
Sounds like an issue I might be able to help you out at some point
No.
with.
Mm-mm.
I didn't mean it like that.
No, I don't. What? No, I just don't want any of your god.
I don't think she
Stuff.
meant it like that.
It's
I don't like whatever it is that you're smoking over there.
not a god thing. Like I said, even you have G inside you.
Seems like a god thing. I don't have any brie inside of me because I
I
don't.
take my hands and
Don't
put
touch
them
me! Don't touch
over
me!
your
No! Don't
hands,
touch me!
And
Nope.
I
She,
pull
like,
off just
no.
a little bit of energy from
No,
you.
she like pulls her hands away from you.
That's fine.
Oh, I don't like that. What are you doing?
I told you, everybody has it in you.
Okay, well, put it back.
Your body, it's energy. Your body
Give
produces.
it back. I need that energy for later. I'm going to fight.
Introverted.
Why would you steal my energy?
I'm going to go over
Oh
and
my
just
God,
sit
man.
next to Finnick.
Fine. I don't want to talk to you anymore anyway. I flip you off as you walk away.
The people pies. That's what got me high.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I was trying to remember what it was.
People pies?
No, never
Don't
mind.
ask
That was like
about it.
5th session. That is a deep cut.
What?
More
What the fuck were you
specifically
guys
children,
talking
but
about over here?
Children pie.
What?
Well, I didn't know at the time.
he loved the absolute shit out of them.
I was crazy in my defense.
What?
It doesn't count
Completely
as cannibalism.
insane. I'd been lost in the woods
I
for
think
20
if you
years.
need to suck anybody's energy out, it's probably his.
It's
Well, I say
Do you
20
clean
years.
it? Do you take
Really,
it out
was
and like clean
200.
it and then put it back in?
I can help get rid of negative. Gee, yes, that's the goal of my training.
To make people more positive and less negative?
Isn't that the way of the world? There's too much negative in it anyway.
That-
Vibes,
Yeah,
man.
fucking good luck.
He is kind of hippy dippy. He might be perfect for his sister.
You are actually perfect for my sister, yeah. I didn't think so at first because of the drinking and the punching, but it seems like you've done less of the drinking, less of the swaying, more of the weird god stuff.
Anyway, how goes your blade sharpening? I don't know.
Not touched a sword at all.
I think you're not over there masturbating, are you?
Yeah, he's touching his other sword.
I'm just trying to make conversation so I don't have to talk to Sapphire anymore.
Wow.
What is Duke
Wow, I
doing?
love you too, Rowan.
What is Duke during this downtime?
Duke is not doing anything special. He's just like
He's getting pulled into
Kind of.
conversations.
That's fair.
Where did I even get
What are
this
you doing
towel?
after he dismissed you?
Towel?
I flip him off and like stick my tongue out at him and come sit next to you.
Can I
have
show you
one
my
fresh
squid
towel.
shield?
Oh, okay.
What?
My squid
What do you
shield.
got there, Chatz?
People
It's a
pies
fresh
and
towel.
squid
A fresh
shields?
towel.
What the fuck?
I better write
put
that
it
down.
back
People lion
before
squid
it
shield.
gets stale.
People.
Is it an actual shield
Do
made out
towels
of
get
squid
stale?
or?
It's just got a squid on it.
Oh, okay.
Why, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
show it
got
to
a-
me.
but it's got a little like thing. I don't understand.
A little thing. What do you mean, little thing?
Like a slot, slit.
It's just like a little, like, think like an arrow slit in like a wall as like a trap type of thing, but it's just a little hole.
Is it like big enough to stick an arrow through?
No, it's not that big. It's much smaller than that. It's like pin sized.
Like, I don't get this. I don't use shields, but like, what do you think?
I attack you. Hold the shield up.
Okay, I'll hold the shield up and let
I
her like.
pull my
yeah,
arrow
What
back.
happens if she shoots me?
So go ahead and roll an attack roll.
What are you doing?
It'd be a disadvantage because you're in melee,
18. Oh,
and you would have a +2 to your AC because you're holding a shield.
18.
Yeah.
If I was holding that shield, 18 would still hit.
Okay.
So yeah, it hits. So
Oh, can we do this before I took my short rest?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
So you do hit him, and when you're fumbling with the shield, trying to keep it up, you accidentally bump. There's a small little compartment on the inside of the shield that you bump as she's hitting you. So you still take the damage, but as go ahead and roll damage. But as you do, what'd you roll? Max damage.
Yeah, 14.
Oh my god.
So you take 14 damage, but you press this button on the inside, and you need to make a dex save.
What was
Me?
this about
Yes, you.
being, rested?
I already took a short rest, and now I'm playing around.
Dex save.
They're just attacking each other.
16.
So you succeed, but you see this black ink shoot out from the front of the shield. That you're not sure what it would do necessarily to you because it didn't hit you. But
Oh my god, you squirted me!
Oh my god, you made me eat!
I see, that's why it's called a squid shield.
Yeah.
I wonder what that would actually. Should have let it hit me so we could find out what it did. I bet it would blind me, right? Because it's black and inky, maybe? Or like make it slippery and I'd like fall down or
Yeah.
something? That's really
Because
cool.
it was Dex, wasn't it?
Yeah.
yes.
So
Did you actually even make it into
Should I go ink
the
Duke?
city when you infiltrated the mountain? Or was this just kind of how it went down?
What are you talking about? We made it into the city. We partied. We had a drink.
I'm starting to wonder if you actually made it there now.
We did all that stuff.
Yeah.
Did your party succeed?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like your party
Did everyone
succeeded
leave
at
at the
all
same
because
time?
we
We're
had
not
to
the
meet
ones
up with
lying
you.
about what happened.
Who? No one else here is lying.
We had to meet up with you and help you because you fucked up that bad. Remember that. Never forget that.
We didn't fuck up anything.
You got Rowan arrested.
Did not get him arrested. He went and fought on his own accord.
Who's the one? Who are the ones in the group that got information, huh? It wasn't you guys, was it?
Did you actually get information, or did you make it up because you're like, shit, we've been fucking around and we've got to come back with something?
I've never fucked around.
I've only fucked around 2 to 3 times. But it was not with you guys.
She learned her lesson.
Fucking around.
Why
with
does she
people
have to
killed.
always make it awkward?
You fucked around with some other people?
She gets it from her mother.
But yeah, I've been in a couple of different parties.
Was her mother this weird too?
There was multiple people?
But I mean, usually when you're in an adventuring group, there's, usually 3 to 5 people. I'm really confused as to why I've been traveling for 3 years, Finnick. Of course, I've worked with other people.
Probably where she got the tattoo.
No, I had the tattoo before. Well, one of them actually.
See? What did I tell you?
My mom always told me, don't trust a woman.
You shouldn't.
Period.
Just in general, don't trust women.
Don't trust women.
Well, I mean, that's an idea.
I'm gonna go over and look
I
at
don't
all the
have
crap
an
that
internal
I
Chatz
know a little bit.
pulled out of his bag.
Are you just unloading everything?
I'm taking inventory of what I have.
so it's
and
just like
if there's anything-
be
It's a
okay.
spray
I
painting.
a clown car.
Yeah, and I'm
various things.
I have little piles, like.
I think that our catchword should have been magpie.
Yeah, it's Travis's.
Is that a literal sink?
No.
No,
It's a large basin.
It's a copper basin with faucets. That's spew water. It's a
I
magic
have
item.
the bad potion pile over here. I still don't know if these are poisons or potions.
We'll never know.
There's only one way to find out.
Duke,
Here's the cursed pile.
do you want to try?
Here's the weapon pile.
Oh.
The questionable pile.
Sounds like we're...
It seems like
Sapphire should be.
What?
Nothing.
I have a set of playing cards. I have an incomplete set of playing cards. I don't know why I keep this thing.
That you can draw on the cards.
Oh. You want them?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Fuck.
Do you have any
What?
paint?
Incomplete playing cards.
Don't do it.
Incomplete set of playing cards.
I don't know what that
small
means,
deck
but
of
that does not
cards.
sound good.
I think we
It's
know what
not
it means.
that. It's not that.
It's not what you think it is.
Yeah, but it still
Oh.
doesn't sound good.
God.
Why are you guys? It's just an incomplete deck of playing cards.
Yeah.
You guys want to play poker or something?
It's missing.
Sounds like you've already played poker.
It's missing all of the aces, and kings, and queens.
No.
And jack.
This was in Barovia.
Yeah, I know.
In Strahd's. Unless you just nerfed it.
Oh, I don't remember what it is, to be honest, off the top of my head.
Oh, it is what everyone's thinking it is.
No way.
I don't
Yeah,
think... Did
it
that
is.
I
happen?
remember that happening.
There is an incomplete
Oh,
set
shit.
of
Sapphire actually let me.
deck of many things.
But no,
and
Chatz gave these to me.
You really don't want to
Yeah.
fuck with them.
I'm really confused
Oh, I
as
don't
to why
remember
you're
that.
so upset
Okay,
about these
whatever.
I
cards.
bought it
Are
in
they just
Barovia,
cards? Just
and
take
it
one
will
out.
kill you. Do not look at any of them.
Let me look. I don't remember that being in... Yeah, maybe it was. Fuck.
Okay, so yeah, I took the set of cards.
Okay.
Those...
I
Why
think
are
it's
you
best
trying
we
to
not.
kill me, Chatz?
Well, I didn't know anything.
Oh my god, he was trying to give me a cursed item. Chatz.
Chatz.
Have you not figured out by now that you should not take any items from him?
I thought I could trust you. My mother might have loved you.
No.
It's
I never even
you
looked
can
at
still
the
trust
things.
him. It's not. He's
That is
In another
help
world, you
it.
could have been my father, and I would have had to have trusted you then.
I didn't know what
Yeah,
was
that's
on the
weird.
cards. And how do you even know if it's cursed or not?
Can I look through his weapon pile?
You have a track record.
Sure.
Why they're arguing about
What,
cards?
what kind of weapons do you have in your piles?
Oh, there is, hold on, just a plain longsword, 7 black shivs. I'm probably still wearing most of the weapons I keep on me. But let's see.
Garage sale.
Hold on. There's some that I probably have to the side though.
Did it feel weird when you sucked my bread out of me?
Oh,
Keep
there's
making things weird.
Can he make bread? I just need some like little bit of carbohydrates. It gives me a little energy. A little pep.
Can you make bread?
Not out here.
There's 3 wooden
That means that you
stakes.
can actually make bread.
Oh, actually, I could probably make a pan or a board. What are they called?
Well, Rose,
Tortilla?
like,
Huh?
A tortilla?
are we gonna invent?
You don't need
tacos?
leavening for tortillas.
No,
I mean,
a
you could-
ash cake.
You could check your recipes too, because you have
Ash.
hardtack.
I tried to make the hardtack.
Didn't work.
It's really hard to make. I think I tried to make it with mushrooms, also that could have been the problem.
Yeah.
There's a old rapier, an old short bow and a short sword, and a staff, and a magic user staff.
You should just sell all those things to the blacksmith to get melted down.
And I'll throw it out. I would probably put it off in a pile. And you notice the pile, it's all of the gemstones I've been collecting. And on top of it is my jewel-hilted dagger.
How distracted are you?
I mean,
Because
you,
you're arguing about the deck of many things.
you definitely seem to be distracted at least a little. You'll still have your passive perceptions. All of you will. So, I mean, he'll have to roll against that if he's rolling stealth to try and potentially take it. It might be actually sleight of hand now that I think about it. So, if you're trying to steal it, it'd be sleight of hand.
19.
I believe that beats everyone's passive. So,
Yeah, it does.
what are you taking?
I will take the dagger,
Okay.
and then you said there was like a magic staff,
I don't know.
like a magic user staff.
Yeah, I picked it off of I think the worm guy or something. He had a staff that he casted from.
Who has the mask?
I do.
And the cloak?
Yep, that's also in a pile. I'm keeping that to the side, like as
Closer
my
to you, probably.
costume. Yeah.
And then I will take the short bow.
So, the...
I'm just like, boop, 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 boop. This is all new to me.
So, I don't believe the short bow is magical.
No.
You took the dagger, the
Jewel-hilted
which I believe is
dagger.
just a regular dagger.
Yeah, it just was pretty. I'm truly a magpie and just taking shiny things while people are distracted.
And then the staff is an arcane focus.
Oh crap!
So you can't cast spells anyway.
Nope. But
You got a staff.
I am a thief.
So you took my short bow, my jewel-hilted dagger, and the staff.
Do you want to add the staff? Is the staff like anything crazy?
I think it's
It's
just
just a focus.
I think it's just an arcane
I don't know
focus,
what that means.
which is basically just like how they cast spells. It's just like it's not even like a +1 staff. It's just like a staff with like a crystal ball on the top of it.
Ooh,
type
a
of
pretty
thing.
staff.
Just like feathering through how many cards are in the deck.
So I can't find the deck anywhere in the
Oh.
So I don't remember giving you a deck of many, because I don't think I would. But I mean, I feel like it's just an incomplete deck. I mean, do you actually have written in your?
It was a small deck of cards, is
Okay.
what you told me to put in there.
Okay. I lost my notes. Like, I don't have those anymore. So, if it was a deck of many,
The magic is left it in Barovia.
yep,
Oh,
it's
there
gone.
you go.
It's literally just a regular deck of playing cards that is incomplete.
Thank God.
So, there's 52 cards in a playing deck.
Mhm.
There's 50, so it's missing 2. So, you have to play solitaire to find out.
Hopefully it's just missing jokers.
No, Jokers would not be a fit part of the 52.
Yeah, they're not.
Well, I don't care.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So you got 50 out of 52. That's what you got.
So are those cards going to kill me then?
It might still.
Pull one out and see.
Yeah, move on.
We'll each pull one out.
That's just
I mean, I'll pull one out. Will you pull one out?
So you're both gonna pull a card out. Okay. Roll me a d12. Right?
You're pulling all the random ones out today.
Because that'd be a king, right? Queen.
no.
11.
King would be 13.
13.
It's a queen. Queen and jack of roll me d4s.
2.
So clubs,
Sure.
3.
hearts. Queen of hearts and jack of clubs. You didn't even have the ability to get a king. Or no, you
Those
didn't.
are what's missing.
Yeah!
All the kings. All the king's men. I'm alive.
You're paranoid.
So far.
I think you're just paranoid. I think Barovia did things to you just like how Prison did things to Rowan.
And all of a sudden you hear a whoosh of air. Just this.
Excuse you.
My hair is just like
She's the windiest.
That's fair.
Or Clifton. He ate a lot of stew.
Oh.
What's Evelyn and Clifton doing?
Clifton is still trying to eat every little drop of the stew, which, as you know, makes a lot of stew. So he is gorging himself, and Evelyn is doing her best to try and stop him, but obviously can't do
Rowan?
much.
I know he's a big boy, but eventually he's gonna eat too much and he's gonna throw it all up and he's gonna be sad.
It's your responsibility, dude.
What is your responsibility? If you're gonna bring a pet into the party, then you gotta take care of it.
He's a sentient being.
I don't believe that.
Listen, he's gone through some stuff.
You have two, but you're not.
I felt it.
They're longer.
I
Fair.
yeah, it's fair, and he also lost his daughter, so he's been through some shit. Leave him alone.
He's expressing his emotions in a very interesting way.
Everybody
don't know
has
that
their
it's-
vice.
I think it's just he's not sure how to process things. Give him time.
Alright, whatever. We should learn.
Is
But-
Rosemary
He's
back
working.
yet? I look down the road longingly.
Well,
I'm starting to think you don't like talking to me, Rowan.
you're in the forest, so she would have to come through an opening in the trees. But if you guys are done with everything preparing, then yes, she will come back.
Okay.
You do it?
Okay.
I'm putting my stuff back, and I'll say, "Hey, did anyone see my my dagger?"
I point to the 6 you're wearing.
Not 6. But no, not these. I usually keep it in the bag.
I point to the 4 black ones.
Those are shivs, not. No. It has jewels embedded into the hilt. I was keeping it for a special project. I wanted to enchant it, but I was keeping it safe in the bag so that it didn't get damaged until then.
Did you already put it back in the bag?
Well, no, I reach in, think of the dagger, nothing, and I push it inside out, and the bag's empty.
You had it while you were rifling through?
Yes, I put it right on top of all the jewels.
Look around. I don't see it.
Great. So now there's some spirit stealing from me.
Clifton might have eaten it.
He's over there.
Yeah, he was nowhere near it.
He's been with the pot
What
the
is
entire
it?
time.
What do you know what? I'm not even going to ask.
What do you have against Clifton?
I was not going to ask that.
I'm going to.
Nothing.
Well, maybe I put it in a different pile. I'll start shoveling more stuff into the bag and looking around. Well, I swear I'm missing some weapons here. I had a bow. I mean, here's my crossbow. But where's my bow?
Yep.
This is so confusing. I was right here.
What age did you just go senile?
Chatz, how old are you?
I am a little over 40.
Around 40.
Is it for Tabaxi? Oh, obviously.
Yeah, right, yeah.
It's different for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
But
Duke's
Tabaxi.
still good for a little
If
while.
I see Rosemary, I'm
Good's
gonna
not what I use,
go
but I
and
get
help
what
her
you're saying.
carry whatever parcels that she's brought along.
She's
Yes.
back. I wonder if she brought us some arrows.
Oh, yeah! I hope she got us arrows!
Okay,
Hope
so
I give her enough money.
I don't know if you did.
Oh, fuck.
You always grossly underestimate how much
Do
we
I?
use. Yeah, you should
Oh,
probably.
man.
I'll
You're-
handle it. But like, we'll just.
Okay. We'll add like 5 gold on everything for right now. And we'll see what that evens out to.
Yeah. Okay, we'll start there.
so Josh, go ahead and roll me like 4d10s. That's just. It's not the easiest way to do it, but it's
Can I
it's
roll
one
some
way to do it.
tens? I
Yeah.
don't have any tens.
You're not trying.
You don't have any d10s?
Not.
You were,
Rowan
we were
can't do
rolling some
anything
4s,
with
some 10s.
so-
Eventually,
some
your
eights,
fist
like,
will
D10.
fist
Eventually,
that
my
hard.
fist will be a 10, but not yet. A 1 and a 7.
I feel like now you're bragging.
You did 4d10s?
Oh, 40 10. Sorry.
And you want to add these up.
Oh, okay.
So-
8, 9, 10, 11, and 18.
18 total?
Yep.
Okay. I gotta find it. Okay. So Rosemary comes back. And you can see she has a large sack to her on her side that seems to be jangling of glass vials. It's pretty obvious sound. You do see she does have a shield on her. Let me find that picture. Because the shield is new. Come on, one more time. Okay. So strapped on her back is a shield that it has a.
I think I need to make everybody bigger dice bags for Christmas this year. Our
Yes.
dice collections have grown.
Yeah.
It has like a thick border on the outside. It's almost jagged. It has some like it's smooth on the top, and then it comes down into a curve, and then it has a jagged bottom. And you can see the thick border is blue, and it has some gold trim ornate swirls that go all through it. There is a what looks like almost like a person in gold. It's just like a single dot and then like triangles that come down to a point in the center of the shield, and the rest of it is just like a white silver type of coloration that's strapped to her back. And then the rest of the stuff she got. So she got the satchel with healing potions. So you each get 1 healing potion. Which is
like a standard healing.
standard healing potion. She does have a bundle of arrows. We'll get to that in a second. She hands Rowan the notebook, and she says, "I talked to Eleanor, and she had a great recipe that I thought you would really like. And I put it in there for you on the first page. So feel free to give that a glance when you get a chance.
Chilly.
Just chilly.
Just chilly.
But she does say, I wasn't able to find any better healing potions.
I have a confession to make that I don't look at my inventory, and I've had a greater potion of healing in my inventory.
Of course you did.
Mm-hmm.
I probably did too. I don't know.
But
You guys all have some
Sapphire wouldn't share it with you.
Nope.
So.
Rosemary will say, I asked Eleanor if she had any greater, and she said that she hasn't been able to get any in for a while. So unfortunately, I couldn't get you any better healing potions.
Sure.
I did, and she grabs what looks like a box, and it you can definitely smell a little bit of like decay as she hands you a box of just dead mice. And she says, Eleanor thought your cat might like this.
I set the box of dead mice down. I set obsidian on top of the box of dead mice, and I'm like, go to town, girl.
And she wakes up from her nap that she was taking very comfortably and just scowls at you for a second.
I got you food, bitch.
And then she looks at the food and she starts just like batting at it.
Oh, it's not alive, huh?
And she looks at you again.
You want me to just like shake it?
She immediately
Yeah, look at it. It's alive. Get it.
starts like batting at it, and she definitely seems a lot more interested.
I like toss it.
And she runs and goes get it and brings it back to you in her mouth. She doesn't eat it. She wants you to throw it for her again.
That's just the game we're playing now, isn't it?
Yes, you taught her fetch.
I've taught. Okay, this is actually kind of fun. I keep throwing the dead mouse.
So, she goes to Finnick and says, so I was able to obtain some interesting arrows for you guys. So she takes them out of her bindle. They are two distinct colorations. One is like, it's black and it has some red feathers on the end. And you can see the tip of it looks like fragile, but also red and like hot to the touch. And then the other, so there's 5 of those. They're fire arrows. And then the other bindle is again black stem, and then blue tipped feathers on the end, and then it has again a blue point that also looks pretty fragile, which is 5 ice arrows. And we'll get stats on that when and if you guys choose to use them. So it's a limited quantity, so make sure to tell me when you are using them.
Those are ice arrows?
Yeah, there's 5
You don't know about them, ma'am.
There's 5 fire and 5 ice.
I feel like I'm there when she's giving them to us.
No, you're playing catch. You're currently catching.
You will have to divvy them up between the two of you, depending on...
I think that we take, like... Do you like fire or ice better?
I like them both. I can do fire arrows already.
So maybe you take the ice
I will take the ice if
and
you
I'll
take the fire.
Yeah,
okay.
that sounds like fun.
There you go. And
I had the nickname Fire for a little while.
I feel like there's a story behind that.
Might be.
Fire crotch?
Oh my god.
Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime.
Anyway.
And she goes over to you after you guys have split up the arrows, and she says, I did find something else. And she reaches in her bindle and she pulls out a small owlbear, like stuffed owlbear. And it looks like an ornate little owlbear that was it's purple, and it has like almost like a mask, it looks like, because the coloration of the face is completely different. And it has like a little beak on it. Its eyes are just little black dots. It looks like it is it looks better than handmade. Like it looks like almost pristine. If that gives you any idea. But she hands it to you and she says, Eleanor had this, and she didn't know what to do with it. She didn't know any kids that could afford it. It was a little pricey.
Sapphire
I had
just takes it while she's talking, and she's like, I love it! Oh my god, I love it!
Perfect.
I don't know if it does anything necessarily.
It doesn't need to do anything like it. It's perfect.
It is very soft to the touch. It's very furry. It looks like it would be great to like fall asleep with. You know what I mean? Like as a pillow or just as like a cuddling.
I think I'm going to call it Owliver.
Oh, I love it.
Did she come back armored up?
She did. She has a breastplate on.
Did we pay for that?
She looks at you almost confused. This
She said
is
she had
mine.
armor.
Oh, that's nice. I like it. It's very fashionable.
You can definitely tell it's not as ornate as her shield as it's very plain, like silver breastplate, nothing fancy. But it does the job. It definitely looks like it's scuffed and it's been through
it's
some
worn.
shit.
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah.
we didn't pay for it then.
Correct. But yeah, so she is suited up. You guys have all your stuff that you wanted from.
I stick Owliver
When-
in my little pouch
I love
with his
that
head
Owliver.
sticking out.
Really
When she came up,
love
was she
Oliver.
able to? When I asked her for the password,
Oh yeah, easily. Which is sunflower, I believe. Yes, yeah. She like yells sunflower, like hands up, like sunflower.
okay, calm down.
Oh yeah!
The code.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot.
Oh, we
because
were
she-
distracted by fun things.
She
Yes.
gave me an owlbear. I trusted her instantly.
Good to know you can be swayed.
Obviously.
Mm.
Right.
All the enemy needs to do is give her a stuffy, and she's.
Look at how cute
What
it
does
is,
that
Rowan.
mean? It's a stuffed animal.
Oh.
Look at how cute it is, Rowan. Look at it. Touch it. It's just soft.
I just like
Pet
very
its
soft.
face.
He might take its bread.
What?
That thing.
I don't think that stuffies have bread.
I don't know. I didn't know you did until the other day.
Well, I don't think it's actually bread. I just keep making fun of him because he told me that it was spelt brie,
I know.
but it's actually what? What is it?
It's called G.
G. But with a B. Is the B silent? Does
It's
B sound like...
old. Don't worry about
Right.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Again,
Anyway.
I don't
Chats
think...
and Duke.
Well,
It's old. Don't worry about it.
I don't think stuffies have...
Rosemary,
I'm not comfortable with that term. Please
we've
don't
come
call
up-
it a stuffy.
We've come up with a plan.
But that's what Rowan called it. I assumed that's what they're called.
No, it's not a stuffy.
What is it called then? Owliver.
Oliver.
Yeah.
I don't know if I wanted to have a stuffy Oliver.
I'm confused. It's a stuffed animal.
That's what children call stuffed animals in my village.
We call them plushes or plushies.
So I
That's
imagine we catch
Yes.
Rosemary up with our plan
Okay, sounds good.
to go in, free prisoners, fight only if necessary, and run if it going gets tough.
And she looks excited at the opportunity to fight these things. As you can definitely tell, she has no qualms about killing these things, as they imprisoned her for so long. She will say that I'm a little worried about getting them out. I mean, you saw me. Obviously, I wasn't in the best state, and I don't know how many we'll be able to take with us, but we'll do our damnedest. And I'll and you can see she like flourishes her hand. You can see just like the ever so slightly glimmer in her hand of I'll help them if I can.
All right, I say we.
We're ready to go. Ready to fight.
Is it getting close to dusk or?
I will say it's not.
Like mid-afternoon.
Yeah, it's mid-afternoon. I would say like it.
We're going
it
into a
took-
cave. It really doesn't matter what the
Well,
light looks like outside.
I understand. What I'm thinking of is that we go around dusk. That way, as we are leaving, it'll be night, and we'll have the cover of darkness to escape from the caves.
It's dark in the cave all the time.
Yes,
And-
but creatures have biological clocks that typically make them drowsy.
I met a man that had no skin. I don't think that the time of day is going to make him tired.
She
You
has a
don't
point.
know that.
Well, judging by the fact that we left that place at nighttime and they were very active and good at kicking our asses, I'd say that it doesn't matter what time we go.
I don't know, when we left, they weren't attacking us, so...
It seemed that
Because
their
they're
vision
friends.
wasn't as
Like,
good
they're
as some of
Definitely a job
ours.
reference at this
Well,
point.
yes.
So I think we have that on
So
our
even
side.
if they chase us, having the darkness outside will still help.
Yes.
Well, we should go in a bit earlier, just prior to sundown, I think. Just so we can find our way back to the cave.
I go whenever you guys want to go, I guess.
Okay. Well, how far away is the cave from our campsite?
Oh, it's probably a good 10-15 minute walk. I mean, not too far, but it's definitely a little bit of a trek.
Well, how about we start heading that way now? We'll scope it out, make sure that the enemies aren't guarding it, and if they are, we'll have to modify our plan.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So you guys pack up all of your supplies. You're leaving Clifton and Evelyn, correct?
Yeah. I'll go up to Clifton. I'm gonna grab the scruff on his neck, and I'm gonna be like, "You're in charge. Keep Evelyn safe."
Okay.
Actually, Evelyn, I think you should be in charge.
What? I can't.
I whisper to her while they're talking.
He definitely would still hear you as you're there. It's a close proximity.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you can give me stealth, but we'll see if he hears you.
Clifton, you're the bear of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my stealth is really good. Let's see if I can actually roll really good.
Oh no.
Okay, but it's still it's a 13.
Okay, so you definitely you whisper to Evelyn, and Clifton gives you kind of a side eye, but he doesn't say anything. You're not quite sure if he heard you or if he just saw you talking.
Mm-hmm.
But he definitely takes notice of you talking to Evelyn.
But also, you guys don't have any weapons, do you?
And Evelyn's like, I have claws. I
You don't really need a weapon.
I can defend myself. And Clifton's like, yeah, I got it. And he just unleashes his claws.
Well, you got it. You're a big, strong werebear man.
It'll be fine.
But there's more word for Evelyn.
I can protect her. It's fine. She's safe with me.
Clifton, we might have some folk with us. Might be best to get something brewing.
Do you want to do it, or do you want to show me how to do it?
I'll show him real quick.
It's gonna have you eaten that pot 6 times by the time we get back.
It's just gonna be a bunch of puke.
Poor Clifton.
You do know that there is a limit to how much and how often.
And that's what I'll tell him as well.
Okay. So, go ahead and give me an intelligence check just to see how well you can articulate this to him. And he's going to try and do an intelligence as well to see how well he understands.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, what'd you get?
That'll be a 2.
Well, he rolled a natural 19.
Oh,
so,
okay. Maybe through the thick of it.
Yes.
You explained like shit, but he totally got it.
Surprisingly, he understands it very well.
Oh.
So even though you describe it in a lot of colloquial terms that, a chef might know, and he's just like, yeah, that totally makes sense. I just put this in here and just do it, and it
water
works.
And stir it.
This is
Yeah.
Why are you making it more complicated, bro?
I am the chef now.
Yes, that's it. So he takes
taught him to sous vide things, and he's like, yeah,
Yeah, it's
ramen.
fine.
He just makes top ramen.
Yeah,
It just makes sense. You just add water.
Stuff the kids home with some easy mac.
Exactly.
I scoop up obsidian after our latest game of catch, and I'm like, okay, we're going back into the cave, so you want to come with, right?
She doesn't answer you. She just
I don't know if that's a yes or not.
she starts pawing at you.
Okay, get back in the hood.
Are you leaving the mice here, or are you taking them
Yeah, the
with you?
mice can stay here.
Okay.
Yeah. She's not eating them. She's just playing with them, so she clearly doesn't like them. Or she's not hungry because I've been giving her soup.
You did feed her recently.
Mm-hmm.
You also didn't. Did you keep track of how many mice there were,
No.
and to see if she ate? Okay,
No, I was playing fetch with her for a while.
that's true. Anyway, okay.
Maybe
Trying to make
Clifton-
fetch happen.
Maybe Clifton won't eat the mice. We'll see.
No, okay, that was great.
I loved it. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah. You're good.
So we'll say you help Clifton learn how the cooking works, and you guys grab all your stuff and you start making your way towards the cave. it's getting a little bit like the sun isn't going down yet, but it's getting closer. Day is going on, and that's when we'll take our first break.